Okay, guys. Yeah, Michelle in Ghana, broadcasting on the AfroJam channel. Carissa and I is at it again. We're at it again. We're at it again. So, I did a video this morning talking about my cupboard. You know, the casting, showing the finish. And in that video, I shared that I was waiting on the carpenter. The carpenter now fixed my roof. When the rain fell, I noticed two parts running. I don't know if any is running over the sides that already have ceiling. I am praying that they're not. I didn't see any moisture coming through. I guess the truth will be told when the actual rainy season starts. Although some speculate that it's starting soon. Anyway, when he finished the roof, he had some other things in the house to do. He did that. I think he did the roof up to Friday week before last. Then he came last week, Monday, to just do the ceiling inside the hall between the rooms and the bathroom, right? I pointed out that there was an overlap on the ridge gap that covered any openings, and it covered on the board section there, the face board as they call it, on the back, on the front. I noticed it didn't have that, and it was the absence of that, I believe, allowed that big old lizard to be in my house a couple days after. So when he came last week Monday, I pointed it out to him, but because he had finished with the roof, he said he did not have his, the little his scissors to cut the zinc, right? He made it sound as if he'd have to come back when he was doing something else, but I didn't rush it. I would simply find something for him to do it. Anyway, with the rains now, I said, okay, call him, said he need to come. He said he had to come and look. I said, you don't need to come and look. Remember, I pointed out the roof, the fact that you need to cover that edge, and I'm just going to point out two areas that there were leaks so that you can, use a silicone or whatever. Wanna know the man come here this morning empty-handed saying come for look? I said, but what you come for look for? You already know what you're supposed to do. And I was waiting on you to borrow your tool to do something with my the extension of my Coop. And maybe have him help him. Not for free, but have him help me. Because I figured I wouldn't manage it. Of course, that was a total disappointment. 1. 2, was very frustrating to think that. And then he was supposed to come day before yesterday. Then he said yesterday. Then he said this morning. I thought the man was coming to work. The man came to tell me this morning that he came to look. I said, look at what? I told you about the ceiling already. You were supposed to come with the scissors. So I said, when can you come to do it? So I'm wondering if he thinks it's a different work. Because I'm hoping he doesn't think that, So anyway, you guys will know. It wasn't that I was going to start this video with, but it led me to decide that I was going to do my own thing with the extension. So I bought my mesh yesterday, and I bought some boards, some 2x2s. So see the 2x2s there. So this is the extension of my roof. After I finished with the roof, he had, I think, about 10 sheets of zinc left. So I used one on the side. I'll show you the side. But this is the extension, right? I started this part yesterday. This is, I think, a 2x4, and these boards are tough, I can't nail anything in them, so I probably have to wait until he comes. It needs man strength for putting the door using the whether it's screw or what, put on the hinge. All of those things going to give me a problem, because no nail except, what you call the nail? No nail except concrete nails seem to be able to go through this. So even if I'm going to attempt it, I'll have to wait. I have the small concrete nail still, So I think I'll probably use the small concrete nail. But this board has been with me since we moved in. It was one of the things we spread on the floor. We painted it to avoid it having the mold on it, and I had it under my bed. So I took it out and I made it the side here. So I'm going to use the thin strips of zinc that was cut off the pieces he used on the roof and just run it along this so that the rain don't destroy it before time, right? Because you know those boards are really soft. But everything else Davia, Carissa and I did, right? We did this wood yesterday, dug the hole down there, concrete it in preparation. I think it was day before yesterday. Yesterday now, I put this, because this is one of the sheetings that was taken off the roof, right? It was two or three. Yesterday? Okay.
Yesterday, when we dig all the morning part, and then you mix
It's cement, yes. So when I came back in the evening, I'd put on the zinc part. And then put this, dug a hole, mix some more cement when I came off the road yesterday, and put in this wood so that it could help to support the middle part of the zinc. Then this morning, no, I didn't want to use any of my new brand sheet, but I had to for this side because I prefer the sheet, the metal down in the ground, because you know it's not going to rot. I have other things that's going to be rotting. And then this now piece of sheet of mesh, I had about half sheet because I can't cut it. I thought it was just a matter of get the pliers and cut it, you know, strip by strip. But boy, tough. And my hands, them not good already, you know, my old lady. So we frame it with the board this morning, Carissa and I. And then we just drop it, but it was shorter. So you know I had to use pieces of board to put in. This bamboo I put in yesterday as well. I put it in from the ground. And this was my little table that I made. So this was the outside of the initial structure, right? So we're going to turn all of this. All of this now is going to be apart. Remove the mesh from here so you can see straight through. And Carissa has been wanting to do a good cleaning up. But because of the separation, because we're trying to separate the layers from the black and white common fold that we have that seem to love to peck at the chickens when they just come. The white one is even more aggressive than the black one, right? So this is it. I would have wanted it to be just right here, meet here the board, but telling you as I said guys, I can't cut it. So I just board up everything and drop it in nearly to this bamboo here. See it there? And I'm still going to put the mesh because boy, the fly is going to kill you in here. So those areas now I'm just going to stuff with plastic. Cover some of these things. Yeah, cover these open spaces up there. Right? So I'll continue to do the same thing like I did. Guys, it's not nailed down, so that is another challenge. We don't know how to go on top of it because it's not strong enough to hold any weight. So I have no idea yet how we're going to do it. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I just couldn't figure out how to do it, and it's one of the reasons why the excess zinc that we put at the back to kind of take the rain off the back part there, it just messed up because we don't know how to nail it to the existing bamboo that is under there. But this part has a little bit more, it look more pristine, for want of a better word. It looks better put together, right? More time spent on a little bit of aesthetics. I don't think is a lot. I put the zinc, I have half an aluminum left. I put it there because when the rain comes from that side, it wets up a whole lot of inside. It's not so bad on the front here because the zinc extends a little bit more, and it rarely goes this way. For some reason, the rain really rarely comes towards the structure from this side. So not so much rain. It has some little wasps. They keep coming, mud wasps them, and some little black ones. I don't know what, but they keep coming in here and like they're making nests. So you see a lot of them. Anyway, Yeah. So this is the extension from in there now to this side. We may make this side just stay as is mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for space, they can come in here and they can walk on and pour up the place and everything. But I think we can make it stay as is. See them there? And so inside, I'm sleeping quarter, lane quarter, out of them room. As I say, I still need to know more about taking care of them. But this is it, guys. Let me give you a outside view. Yeah. This now, I think too much is hung off. So we may have to create a structure and adjust to the wind whip up that side. So I'm going to see if I can stand on that bucket that we put there and nail the edges. You know, some man, they tell me when I put it down, anyway. I put down some bones to take inside and Macy had a go, so it's gone. Yes, initially I was thinking of cutting this, but since half of this is board and the boards are not so all there, I changed my mind. So, one sheet of the zinc here, and then, so this is it on the outside here, right? I don't want to cover here at all. So this is the area where they're going to be. I'm going to put mesh, connect mesh going down so that we don't have too much flies going in. I still can't tell of the flies, I tell you the truth. I have a piece of zinc I may use to cover here to reduce the soaking of the wood. But I don't think I did so badly, guys. I just need to secure the roof now. So we have extended the chicken coop, and this is it, right? The flashlight is on, right? So this is it.
It looks huge now.
Yeah, well, it has more space. They have more space to work in there. The door not for today. You want to move some my shelf? So I need to nail these areas, but this I just put it in. See, the cement hasn't dried or anything, so I'm going to give it a couple days before I put any. The door will remove the top part of this, so here is empty, there is empty, so it's really open up and the wind is going through, and I hear they don't like heat, and let me tell you, Ghana is hot. So but they're so messy though. No matter how you put in containers, they step on them, they poo in them, they do. Yeah, I'm not complaining, guys. I'm just stating.
I don't know what to do about it. Sometimes we just let them go and make their room go to place, and then bring them in and easy.
We got something they mesh and put them in.
Eh?
Hmm? No, yeah, no, I'm not thinking if you let out 8 chicken out there, sir. Unless you're going to keep the dogs them. Guys, I'll talk to you all later. This is Michelle signing
And
out.
don't forget Deva credit. Deva said we should credit her for her piece right there. She helped nailed up the wire mesh right here and the board. Yes, we have to give Deva credit. So that's her credit. She came up, she took a break and she nailed the top part here.
So that's the open, you see? Right,
But again, we still haven't nailed the roof, so yeah. But bye.